So we jump into 13 and 14. These are, I just said it and I forgot. They are Foulmouth Diablo. This would be one of the older Hamp sows we've had. She shortchanged us this time. Had 4 pigs, only weaned 3. One of them was blessed us with a off-belt girl pig. So that's talented. We love that around here. But I think the 2 that we do have that we brought up here, I think again, there's the only Hampshire gilt we will sell in the January set. There are a couple Februaries that will roll out. But I think by far what I've seen through the Frown houses, this is the best Hampshire gilt that we will sell this year. If not, maybe the best Hampshire gilt we've ever sold. I dig that one a lot. That one reads with a lot of shape, a lot of goods, right kind of head shape you want out of them. I like that one a bunch. The littermate brother, I think, is probably just a shot skinny comparative to his sister, but I still think one that's real good built, real good designed, damn good Hampshire.
Yeah, and as you jump into the pair, I mean, they are a little bit different in terms of their kind. And I'll talk about Lot 14 since Becca's just got it hooked up. Another one, you said it before, Andy, the head shape on these things are so cool. And we talk about, what they're going to have and what they're going to look like coming out of the gate. That's the look you're going to see, that 3/4 shot as an evaluator. And that's the look that you want to see, a high-headed rascal that jumps out of the gate. He's jammed back in his shoulder blade. That thing still reads right in terms of his chest and just how square his knee is. He's awesome in terms of his build and just how mechanical he is in terms of his rear leg. That is a high-headed Hampshire bear that can get out and scoot with the best of them, in my personal opinion. He is a little greener, and I'm not going to sit there. You can see that on the camera. I'm not going to sit there and lie to you, but I promise you, as you read this one in the lower portion of his forerib, he reads dense, he reads right, he reads like he's going to have continuation. He looks like he's on his way up. His chest is big, his lower forerib is big, and it looks like it's all just going to come once you get him home and drop him in the pen under the heat lamp. These things are jet black in terms of their color pattern. No tanning light needed for this particular pair.
No tanning light in the barn either.
I'm just saying.
I don't know how we did it, but somehow we have nailed these things.
They are dark, and that is a lot of fun, not only for a show feed guy like myself, but an exhibitor as well. And as the gilt comes out, the biggest thing that she screams to me is big ring female. This is the one, and this is the one that is going to count when the mustard cuts. That's another one that is so good in terms of her balance and build from the side. Awesome in terms of her head and neck shape and her ear set. I think her proportions and just her height to length ratio is so good. She's great in terms of her rear leg. She gets out and she pushes out of her rear skeleton extremely well. All the bulk, all the mass, all the shape that you'd ever want in a Hampshire female, but still so comfortable at the surface. I know we don't talk about it just a whole bunch in females, especially in the Hampshire game, because they usually don't raise just a whole bunch of pigs. But man, her underline and her vulva is perfect. And if you're looking for a sow, I don't really understand why you're cutting this one loose, because I think this one's very good, Andy.
Yeah. And by the way, that is not a bloodwort on the shoulder at all. Dad has named this one. They got a duo going. This is Juke and Jab. She juked, Dad jabbed. She's got a shot knot on her shoulder from maybe an extra needle point. So we are PQA certified, but that was not on the radar that day.
Yeah, and I don't think that takes away from her at all. That's one of those things that I think a little bit of a blemish that goes away as you get her home. But, as you view this pair, I think, maybe a little bit bigger in terms of their kind, maybe a little bit older in terms of, when they were born. I think Andy said that before we started, but I darn sure think these two are quality. I think the bear is very manipulative in terms of his endpoint. You want to go all the way to State Fair? I think he fits. You want to get him ready for summer type? I think he fits. You want to get him out and jackpot him right away? I think he fits. I think that is a bear for me that has such a broad endpoint. You could do anything with him. A very high quality one that covers so many basics. You just got to add some extras as you go down the road. Gilt again. I don't know why you're selling her. I don't know why you're doing it. But I darn sure think that this pair, it has loads and loads of quality.